Hey, what's up, students? Let's do the Tippy vector. Okay, so we got to simplify the square root of 80x to the 5th power. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to break down the number 80 into a factor tree. So I know the number 80 can be broken down into, I don't know, how about an 8 and a 10? And then I could break it down into a 4 and a 2, and then a 2 and a 5. So if I put these 2's back together and make a 4, I have a pair of 4's, okay, which is going to be a 16. So I could have done this a lot easier if I just broke it down into 16 and 5 right away. So this is 16 times 5. Okay. So what's the square root of 16 times 5 simplified? Well, the 16, since it's a perfect square, becomes a 4 outside of the radical, and then the 5 has got to stay, okay? So the first thing I would do, break down the number, see what makes it out, and then see what stays. Variables, a lot easier. X to the 5 is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. The only way to get out as a variable is by a pair of variables. So there's one pair, there's two pairs. So 2 pairs of variables make it out. And then the single one has got to stay all by itself. So the only way to get out as a variable is a pair. So those come out as a pair, those come out as a pair, 2 pairs, and then 1 left over. That's how you simplify numbers and variables when it comes to radicals. Again, break down the big number, look for a pair of 4's or a perfect square, 16. Either way, it's going to make a 4. And then when it comes to variables, 2 makes 1. 2 on the inside makes 1 on the outside. And then if anything stays, you put a 1. Or if everything goes, you put a 0. So just fill in the blanks accordingly. That's it. That's the Tippy vector.